Welcome everybody, I'm Aussie Gamer 17. This over there is my good friend KrazeyHazey. Welcome to the show, mate. How are you?
Thank you so much, Aussie, for having me. It's a really great pleasure to be here and to see this amazing event with you and talk about it a bit more, which is really exciting. So thank you so much for having me.
No worries. Thank you for being here, mate. I'm just going to turn the event down for a second while we discuss what we're about to do, guys. What we're about to do is we are going to watch the Inside Xbox event, the live stream. It is May the 7th. And what I want to do is react to the announcements, the reveals, and talk about what we think of the show. We've got a pre-show, what you're watching right now. We're going to see the show, and we're also going to have discussions after the show. But first, I want to have a chat with you, Hazy, about what we're expecting. What are we expecting from the show? We're going to go over a few predictions as well. I hope you got yours ready.
All ready to go.
Something we don't need to predict, something we know about already, is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. What are we expecting from Valhalla? Are you excited?
So I'm so excited about Assassin's Creed. I'm a huge fan of the series. I've been a fan for many years across all the different games. So for me, it's one of my most anticipated games of the series and of this stream as well. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that. I'm also looking forward to see the gameplay and also what they've changed in terms of gameplay and also graphics across the time. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes. And also Vikings. That's amazing. So I'm really excited about the time period and what it might bring it. So see what happens. I'm a little bit skeptical about how it might fit into the Assassin's Creed timeline, but I'm quite excited about the series in general. So
you've touched on some amazing points there, mate. First of all, it is going to be the graphics, because the importance of this particular reveal is it is the first gameplay look at that we're going to get on an Xbox Series X. So let's see what kind of jump we can notice in this sort of stream, in this sort of setting. I don't know how well they can show it. It's not like I'm watching it on a 4K screen or anything like that. So we will see. But also, yes, the Vikings and the way that ties into the Assassin's Creed. I actually thought they could almost have made this a brand new franchise and not made it an Assassin's Creed game. But I don't know. Do you think that would still carry as much hype if they just announced some new Vikings game?
I'm intrigued because there's always that worry about being an Assassin's Creed fan about it being a game and then having the Assassin's Creed name put onto it, which I think is something that, if they release it just as Vikings Valhalla or something, I think it could work really well as itself. But something about how it ties in with Assassin's Creed for me is really, really important. I've read some articles here or there that obviously they've kept the story very on the down low, and but there is some tie-ins there at the moment around how the assassins might tie into the universe. I have some theories myself, but we can talk about that if that's something we want to talk about. But I have some theories about how that might have to
save that for the post show. We'll get to our predictions, guys. I want to go to you for your first prediction, Crazy. I'm going to go through 3 predictions each. What's your first prediction you want to talk about?
So a few months ago, I know that the Batman game was teased recently because there was a domain name bought and there was a logo with a symbol of Gotham City and lots of different things. So I'm wondering if there's going to be some gameplay for that or even a trailer for that today.
Well, what would you go with? Okay, what are we going to see? Do you think? I mean, it could be something as simple as a logo and I don't think they do that on this show because they're promising gameplay. But will it be just a name and a logo or a gameplay trailer? What are you thinking?
I'd hope a gameplay trailer. I'd really love to see a cinematic trailer, but I think it could be. Yeah, I'd love it just a teaser. That would be amazing, and like to see what it might look like. But a gameplay trailer would be the ideal situation, in my opinion. I'd love to see how that might work out.
Okay, so your first prediction is a new Batman game. My first prediction, I am. Yours are a lot more specific than mine. I think I like your predictions better than mine, but we'll go with them anyway. I am expecting something big from Bethesda. Bethesda are down in the dumps at the moment. Everyone has been hating on Bethesda. Fallout 76 is a trash pile. Let's not go into that though. But I think we might get something maybe from Elder Scrolls 6 or something that we don't even know that they have in production. I think there'll be a big game reveal from Bethesda. And if I had to put my wishing hat on, I would wish for an Elder Scrolls 6, but we'll see. So my first prediction is something big from Bethesda. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's a really good point about where Bethesda are at the moment, and actually if they can bring out a new game that's hopefully a bit more polished than some of the other games they've released in the last couple of years, I think they'd have a really good chance. And I think Elder Scrolls 6 is a really good example of that, and I hope so too.
And they've also come out and said they're not doing an E3 replacement digital event. So where are they going to get their news out? They are down in the dumps, and I think it is important for them to get some good news out there. So hopefully this will be it. Moving on to your second prediction, what are you thinking, Crazy?
Yes. So one of the things that I think is an interesting game. I've only recently read the books and stuff, but I think the Harry Potter game that was teased 2 years ago, that would be a really cool reveal, and I think that would get a lot of hype across the world in terms of an RPG. There were some screenshots there which were really good, so I'd love to see a gameplay reveal of that. Also, I think my wife would love that game as well, so I'd love to see that for her as well. That would be really great. So yeah, I really hope to see a Harry Potter trailer today. But if not, that's cool too.
And considering they've been working on it for quite a little while, so that it should be at a point where they might be ready to reveal some gameplay, or at least a trailer, a teaser trailer, or something like that.
Yeah.
I think you might be right there. That would be. I mean, I don't know if it'll be in tonight's show, but it would be really cool. I'm not much of a Harry Potter fan, but even I'd probably try the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan, but I definitely would play it because it sounds really cool and the gameplay looked good. The trailer, the screenshots look good, the leaked ones.
Okay, now my second prediction, I'm going to go with at least one big third-party game being announced, but also being announced as releasing into Game Pass, which would be a massive get by Xbox and by Game Pass. Obviously, we know all their first-party titles come day and date to Xbox Game Pass, but I want them to announce a brand new big third-party game, and it's coming straight to Game Pass. It would be massive for Game Pass. I have no prediction on what that game might be or which company. I'd love it to tie into my first prediction, but anyway, what do you think about that one, Crazy?
Yeah, that sounds like a really good idea. Sounds really good, and I think that would be a really good addition to the show. I think it would be quite good to see something to do with Game Pass a bit more. And I think Game Pass does so well at the moment. I think, in my opinion, I have a PS4 and a PC, and I think Game Pass definitely do a lot really good in terms of their game kind of provision at the moment, which is amazing. So I think that's a really good thing to tie in with that.
Yeah. All right, we better get through these. We've only got 2.5 minutes till the show starts,
2.5 minutes, yeah.
Yep. Okay. What's your third prediction?
This is a kind of a more recent one, but also a little bit of hope because I'm also a Gollum impressionist.
This one has some leaks about, so I think this one's on the money for sure. Go for it,
2 days ago, there was the screenshots reveal for the Gollum Lord of the Rings game that's coming out. It's made by not so much of a AAA developer, but made by a smaller studio. So I'd like to see maybe some gameplay of that, or even a trailer of that. That'd be quite fun. So we'll see what happens with that.
I have a real quick pop quiz for you. Do you know, and chat that are watching this live, guys, and in the comments down below if you're watching this later on YouTube, that does remind me, guys, this show is actually brought to you by my good friends over at Patreon and the support I'm getting over there at Patreon. So please visit my Patreon site. There'll be a link in the video description or on my panels over on Twitch, guys. But can you tell me, Crazy, what is the link of your three predictions? Do you know?
The link, as you know, why I've chosen all three of them.
Well, do you know that they are linked, whether you chose them because of this or not? Do you know that they're linked?
I don't know the link between
them. They would be all published by Warner Brothers. They are all Warner Brothers properties.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's a really good point.
I didn't know if you meant it or not, or if it was just a coincidence. So
no,
I don't think you'll get all three. I don't think Warner Brothers. I don't think this is the Warner Brothers show, but I'm liking. I hope there's a Batman or a Justice League game. Now I better quickly get to my third prediction, and that is I want to see 3 brand new game reveals, game announcements. 3 games that we do not know about. 3 games that we have not mentioned being announced on tonight's show. I don't know if that's me going out on a limb or if it's a bit of a safe bet, but 3 games that we don't know about, I think would be exciting. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'd love to see that as well. That'd be really good.
Because then we've got all this. We don't have a lot to look forward to this year. We've got Cyberpunk coming. That's the big one that everyone talks about. We've got the Avengers game that we know about, but we don't know when. We do not know what else we've got. So there is some big holes in the the holiday period later in the year. But anyway, that's enough about the predictions. We have to get on with this show, guys. We are about to watch this. Let me head over and turn the volume up. Well, have I just lost you, Crazy? I just lost you a little bit. Your camera.
Oh, did you? Yeah, did you? I'm still hearing voice, but I can't. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. You're back.
Oh, there I am. There I am. Yeah, nice. Here we go.
So apologies for that, guys. We're gonna have some problems with Discord. Believe it or not, Crazy is not really right there in my lounge. Let me know on Twitch chat, guys, if the volume is okay. All
Hey everyone, this is Aaron Greenberg from Team Xbox. I'm excited to be coming to you here live from my kitchen. I'm drinking non-stop drinks out of the world's fastest, most powerful fridge. We're moments away from a huge Inside Xbox.
Rookie, that one's for you.
First, I want to let you know, a lot of people have been wondering, what are we doing this summer? Well, we're not taking the summer off. We're working hard. Teams cannot wait to deliver new games, new reveals, new news for you. So it's time to get hyped. You're going to see today the first ever Xbox Series X gameplay from our partners around the world. Damon Baker and Sarah Bond, who lead our partnership team, have brought some of the best developers and creative teams to the table. They're going to be joined by Jeff, Katarina, and Malik. Team Xbox coming in strong. It's an exciting day. We know fans have been waiting for this. But also, we know you're wondering, what's going on with Xbox Game Studios? You guys have 15 creative teams now around the world.
Wow.
You blew us away at XO19. You blew us away at the Game Awards with Hellblade 2.
Senua's Saga, yes. Senua's Saga, right there. Yeah.
And with that, I want to welcome the head of Xbox Game Studios, Matt Booty, to tell us a little more.
Oh, Matt Booty. Okay.
Thanks, Aaron, and hi, everybody.
Thought it would be straight
I want to start by saying that our first concern is really with the safety of our teams and, of course, their families. And that's why they are all working from home right now, whether it's in Sweden, the UK, Canada, or the US. And I've really been impressed with the ingenuity and the creativity that they've shown to get around some of the challenges of working from home and to keep production moving forward on our great lineup of games. And so we're excited that we will begin unveiling gameplay from our studios starting in July, including some from our newer studios like Double Fine, Ninja Theory, and Obsidian.
Woo! Whoa, Matt, it feels like we might have left some off the list there.
Yeah, and Aaron, also 343 and Halo.
That's right. It's time to get hyped. Halo's coming. Halo Infinite. You've been waiting.
No
the
way.
world's most anticipated game. July,
wow.
Mark your calendars. Xbox Game Studios. We've got teams around the world that are working on big surprises, big reveals for you. I could not be more excited. I can tell you we're going to work every week between now and then to deliver for our fans.
Show something on
but
Halo
today we're going to put the spotlight
on our
partners and let them shine and show you what Xbox Series X gameplay look like. Let's have a go.
Here we go. First look. Yes.
Oh boy. Who's
yeah.
gonna be?
Oh.
Assassin's Creed or something new?
I don't know.
It's more than one game. Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, what's this?
Like it already.
Okay.
Oh, FPS.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, what
It looks EA-ish. I don't know if I can say that already. It looks EA-ish.
Oh, I'm thinking some sort of Crisis game. It's like, you know, Crisis.
Oh, Crisis Remastered.
I don't know if that would do.
Or remake.
Yeah.
There have been rumors about a remake of Crisis. I never played the original, so I can't tell.
Fast-paced. Oh, interesting. With knights and stuff. Oh wow.
We're doing some like time traveling.
Yeah, maybe.
It looks awesome.
Oh wow.
What a mashup of different.
Yeah.
I mean, like feudal Japan. You've got this grappling hook thing, but high-powered weapons.
But knights
there's
in
a
Japan.
car.
And look, there's a DeLorean.
That's the DeLorean.
There's a DeLorean. What?
That's so
That is a
like
DeLorean.
DeLorean.
Wow.
That wasn't it?
Yeah, it looks like one. Absolutely.
What the fuck is this?
What is this? What is this?
Right.
Bright Memory Infinite. Wow, what is that? That is no idea about that one.
What you just witnessed was Bright Memory Infinite from Playism, created from the ground up by a single individual at FYQD Studio in China. Developers are using the hardware to achieve their dreams and their nightmares in amazing ways, using the power to optimize their games the way they want. You know, higher resolutions, crazy frame rates, ray tracing, and yes, faster in-game load times. But it's also awesome to see the partner support for smart delivery, ensuring that fans only have to purchase the game once to enjoy it on whichever Xbox system they own or will own in the future. So, over the next 25 minutes, we're going to debut just a slice of the amazing next-gen games you can expect from our partners this holiday and early next year. And because we read the interwebs, everything you see here will highlight the in-game experience, with actual gameplay captured in-engine to give you the best sense of what to expect when Xbox Series X launches later this year.
Already one game in.
Great. That was a great trailer.
And enjoy the following dreams being powered by Xbox.
A new IP that I was predicting. Some new announcements that we knew nothing about. World premiere. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Oh, is this Forza? This might be Forza.
Sort of Forza. No, because that would be first party.
Oh yeah, wouldn't it? What's this then? Is this new?
Codemasters, okay.
Okay.
What's the most recent? They've worked on a lot of racing series Codemasters. What are their most recent ones?
I don't know. I don't tend to follow the racing game, but I thought it might be Forza, but this is not. It's probably not, is it? Ooh.
Rally game or was there road as well?
Yeah, definitely a rally game, absolutely, yeah.
I'm surprised they're going with a rally racing game. Oh, dirt.
Oh, dirt, yeah.
Okay, I'm very surprised they went with that as the second game.
Ebb Software, okay, what's this?
My choice.
Okay. Oh, is this?
What is this?
This isn't Senua, is it?
No. Game Pass. Oh, I've got the
Game Pass, yeah.
blocking half of that.
Oh wow! Oh yes, this. Oh, I've seen articles about this game. I forget what it's called, but it's got the same kind of design as Geiger's Alien kind of stuff. I've seen rumors about this kind of game.
It's like
it's like
in the Alien.
It looks like Prometheus.
Yeah, it's in the Alien universe, I reckon.
Yeah.
I've wanted a new game since Alien Isolation.
Yeah. Oh wow. It looks Prometheus, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I see the eyes. That was weird. I reckon they threw us off. Maybe it's not.
Maybe it is. Wow.
Okay. It looks cool, whatever it, like the actual, like, cause this is in-engine.
Yeah. What? Oh, Scorn! It's Scorn!
Scorn!
So Scorn,
I don't know
yes, I
much
think,
about that.
so it was, I think, did they release it a while back? Or they remade it or something?
Like it's like some sort of remake or something. I don't know much about whether it's an existing franchise or IP.
Together, we built order. out of chaos. Each trial, each tribulation, we have overcome. Now we live in an age
Oh,
of
nice. A little
unprecedented peace.
Starfighter game. That's cool.
We have prevailed. Thanks to her. Let her ascension serve as proof of our righteousness. It is in her honor that we strive for chorus.
Yeah, that looks epic.
I like the cutscene part of it more than I like the look of the gameplay part of it.
Sure. Definitely going to be fast-paced.
This ends with us.
Okay.
Corvs. I don't even know how to say that, but okay.
Looks interesting, looks fast-paced, looks fun.
Yep. Well, I already got one of my predictions.
Oh, Madden.
What's up,
Madden
everybody? Thanks for letting me crash the show. This is Patrick Mahomes, quarterback for the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs.
Only one of the biggest
I hope
players
all of
in
y'all
the
been
world.
staying home, staying safe, and playing a ton of video games together. But hey, I'm here because I have a privilege of telling you this. Madden 21 is coming to Xbox Series X, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. It's been a journey that's older than me, and I was lucky enough to be a part of it this year. Like they say, you have to know where you've been to know where you're about to go.
Do they say that? Oh, cool.
Okay.
I'm not not an NFL fan or anything like that, but
Neither am I.
there's plenty of them out there though.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, maybe some people are hyped for this. That's really cool.
They'll look to throw. Brady gonna try and throw on third down. He's gonna fire one deep. Inside the 10.
There's loads of Madden 21 news coming soon. And the game isn't just about what you can see, it's about what you can feel. But here's the best news. When you buy Madden NFL 21 on Xbox One, you get it free on Xbox Series X. I'm looking forward to it, and honestly, I'm ready to just get back on the field. Enjoy the rest of the show, and get ready to feel next level with EA Sports.
More smart delivery. Xbox are killing it with that.
Yeah, that delivery was good.
Huge thanks to EA for giving us that sneak peek at Madden 21 optimized for Xbox Series X. I mean, that was awesome. So my name is Sarah Bond, and I lead partnerships for Xbox, which means I get to work with the thousands of developers and creators around the globe that are creating games on, with, and for Microsoft platforms. I just love my job because it's all about connecting creators and publishers with our fans around something that they love, games. And boy, have they been busy. They are creating right now games that are going to define the generation, experiences that are just going to blow your mind away. And I am thrilled to share with you that every major publisher worldwide is developing for Xbox. And we already have hundreds of games coming to Xbox Series X in 2021. The support, it has just been tremendous, guys. I have never seen partners as excited about Xbox and Xbox Series X as they are right now. So why don't we take a look and see more of the great games that they have been working on.
That's why we're here.
Yep, exactly. I appreciate her hype,
Yeah,
but more
good on
gameplay,
her.
please.
Oh,
okay. Oh, okay, interesting. Paradox Interactive, Hardsuit Labs, and World of Darkness. Okay.
Darker shame, darling, darker shame. Thank you for all the joy and pain. Picture show.
Is this like the people that made We Happy Few? I'm wondering.
Yeah, I was just thinking We Happy Few as well.
Very, very creepy look, whatever it is.
Yeah, exactly. It might be We Happy Few. It looks very similar.
Yeah, like the sequel.
Everyone grab a limb.
Yeah, sequel, absolutely.
I never got around to playing. Oh wait. You look familiar for a second.
Yeah, I've never played the first one, so I need to get onto that at some point.
Same.
If it is We Happy Few, but it looks like it will be.
No, maybe not.
Bit of parkour.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit of parkour there.
Special abilities.
Yep.
I don't think this is We Happy Few. It's got too many
No, it might. Yeah. Nightfalls.
Is that the name of the game? Oh.
Oh, it's vampires. Or maybe vampire? Maybe. Yeah, maybe vampire.
I've always said there's not enough vampire games.
Yeah. Oh, vampire, nice. Need a vampire game. That's awesome.
Vampire Bloodlines 2.
Nice. Wow.
I don't know the first one.
Yeah, I've not played the first one. Amazing.
This is so good. It's already.
Oh, Harry.
Well, I'm not going to say better than I expected, but
What have
more
you
than I
done?
expected.
Yeah,
I've
absolutely.
traveled so very far to find you.
Can't call this
How
one. Can't
strange
call
that
this
your
one.
trail ends here.
Hey?
The very island of my dreams.
Graphics look amazing though.
When you left, I was withering away. But here, on this extraordinary isle, I dare say I've found my strength again.
It's back.
I'm scared of what it means. I feel the call of something deep within. Whispers of things long forgotten.
I like the look of this game.
Will we be
Yeah, so do
forgotten
I.
too? What did you find here, Harry?
Ooh, interesting. Call of the Sea. Nice.
Looks cool.
I like the graphics. I like the style. Like the mystery. It's always good.
Bit of fantasy elements. World premiere.
Neon Giant. Curve Digital.
This is, or was, the Ascent Group main metropolis. Like you, most people have contracted their entire lives away to get here. Workers or indents, slaves in all but name.
Cyberpunk world, but it's not
The
cyberpunk.
Ascent
Is
Group
it?
arcology on Velas has shut
Yeah, it's got a
down.
similar feel.
If the
Yeah,
latter is true,
definitely not.
corporate ground teams will
Has a
already
big
be
budget.
moving
It's
in.
that though.
Yeah.
This is a crisis supernova. The Ascent Group has collapsed. We have a shot at true independence.
I like it.
I won't let it go to waste.
No, okay, I see.
Okay.
We wish to test your abilities by giving you a special assignment.
This looks cool.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting
Like
that.
a top-down, isometric view, twin-stick shooter though,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. Looks like you can customize your character. You can play co-op, looks like it.
Yeah.
Up to 4 players at least.
It looks like we're gonna have to work together on this one.
Work together, yep.
Let's get
Yeah.
it done.
The Ascent.
The Ascent. Okay, interesting. The Ascent.
Lots of
Okay.
world premieres. I love it. It's an interesting start.
Constantine. Medium. Interesting. That looks interesting. Did you ever see the Constantine with Keanu Reeves?
Oh yeah, the movie like you're talking about. Yeah,
the movie. Yeah. It's a bit like that.
Hi, hope you enjoyed the reveal of The Medium, our next-gen psychological horror game. We're very excited to announce that we're working on the project in cooperation with Akira Yamaoka, the legendary composer
just in time for
best known for
Halloween.
Silent
Play
Hill
it on
series.
Halloween, guys.
We'll have more to reveal soon.
Absolutely.
So stay tuned.
I doubt it was just getting announced now. I don't know when half of these games are going to come out. Maybe next year we'll play it for Halloween.
I love a good horror game. So
same. They're good to stream as well. Good to play on stream.
Yeah.
Get some reactions. All right, on to another one. This is games. I am liking what they're doing with this. They weren't kidding. Bandai Namco, publisher.
Yeah.
Big publisher.
Some sort of futuristic hit.
It's made by their
time period
too, I think. Look at that art style.
Okay. Very Persona art style, isn't it?
There was a hint of that for sure. The others have arrived. That is some creepy flower stuff.
Maybe a new Nier?
Potentially. With that. I don't understand. They're like trees. Killer plants or something.
I'm Yuito Sumeragi.
I like the main character art style.
My power is psychokinesis. Ready?
Psychokinesis.
Nice. I love it already.
I like this. I like this. I need to play this. It's not near, it's got too much colour. For those that know what I'm talking about.
Yes, that's true, that's very true. Elite Sonic Warriors with one mission. Exterminate. Scarlet Nexus. Nice. Looks really fast-paced.
I want to know more.
Good,
I want to know more.
Combat. Okay, first person.
I just like that shotgun. Systemic reaction. Oh, avalanche. No. Earth.
Oh wow, okay.
Post-apocalyptic.
Dinosaurs. Oh, don't tell me it's Dino Crisis or something, because that's been rumored.
Whoa. Whoa, it looks amazing. I'm in. I'm all in. Please don't be an MMO. It looks a bit MMO-ish, but I'm in. I'm in anyway. Who doesn't like dinosaurs? Even if we aren't shooting them. Second extinction.
So second
New
extinction.
IP?
Okay. Amazing.
Oh,
Yakuza. Ooh, perfect timing.
Yeah. Which Yakuza? Is it 7? Like, I don't know, because Is that Majima? For those watching this, I've only just beaten Yakuza 0 today, earlier on my stream, guys, and I don't know the rest of the story, so I don't know who this character even is. But I'm hyped anyway. Oh no. Why was there a phone? Please don't be a mobile game.
What was that? Was that a lobster?
What? This is not
Crustacean.
It is like a dragon.
Yakuza.
So that's
okay.
technically Yakuza 7, I think, from what I know of it.
Okay.
Yakuza like a dragon.
こんにちは。セガの名越俊夫です。いよいよこの発表ができる日が
Is it coming straight to Xbox?
シリーズの最新作であるヤクザライクアドラゴンを
It's part of the it's a launch title.
のローンチタイトルとして、
nice. That's
そして Xbox One や Windows 10で発売する運びとなりました。全世界のファンはもちろんですね、初めてこのタイトルを手にする方にも
That is a big announcement. That is a big get.
考えております。ゲームの
It's got a bit of a Street Fighter feel to it with the
スタジオの新たなる
Well, they're changing it to turn-based combat for the first time in the series.
考えております。ヤクザライクアドラゴンをぜひよろしくお願いします。
Amazing. Interesting.
I hope you all enjoyed this brief peek at just some of the titles we have lined up for Xbox Series X. This is just the beginning. And personally, I can't wait to get immersed in these amazing games.
Yeah, it'll be still an RPG.
But until then, I'm just going to have to live out that fantasy via custom backgrounds in Microsoft Teams. How about I try out a few now? Maybe we'll go into the world of Scarlet Nexus, or maybe I could tear up the streets in Dirt 5, or, well, here's a quick view of Phil Spencer's home office. Oh, wait a second. We've got this inside look at the next Assassin's Creed game.
I'd almost forgotten that we were getting this.
I'm going to leave you with the gameplay debut
I'm so
of the
excited.
highly anticipated Assassin's Creed Valhalla for Xbox Series X. Huge thanks to all of our partners for their hard work during these difficult times, and to you at home for joining us. Stay tuned to go behind the scenes with a few of the creators of today's lineup.
Okay, so this is it. This is the final. Like the show's almost ending already.
We'll see you later this summer for even more content premieres and announcements from Xbox Game Studios
in a good
and
way,
our
though.
partners worldwide. Thanks so much.
Because not as much talking, just game. Bam! Here we go. Here we go.
Oh. Assassin's Creed, yes. Oh yes. New trailer as well.
Yeah. Gameplay trailer.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Oh. It looks like Loki.
Yeah.
The graphics look amazing. Yes. Yes.
I need that game.
Few titles command the respect and fandom that the Assassin's Creed series has garnered, and today we get to talk about Assassin's Creed Valhalla with its creative director Ashraf Ismail, who's joining us from Montreal, Canada. Bienvenue to Inside Xbox.
Hey Jeff, pleasure to be here.
Ashraf,
I'm so glad that you're here because I'm a
good.
huge fan of the series. After seeing the video that we just
Black
saw,
Flag
I have
and
literally
Origins.
hundreds of questions to ask you. But before we get
Great
into
director.
Valhalla itself, did I just see new Assassin's Creed gameplay for the first time?
Yeah, absolutely. That was directly from the game in all its Viking Age glory.
let's talk about the Viking Age, because Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Origins, these took place in antiquity. They were sun-drenched Mediterranean places, and this looks very different. It's different time, different place. So what do you have for us with the Viking Age?
Yeah, so the Viking Age, it's named after one of history's most notorious warrior cultures. And this time period is highlighted by the invasion of England by this very large, hungry Viking horde. And at the time, England was a dark age tangle of broken warring kingdoms. So this was an absolutely brutal, pivotal moment in history that gave us the birth of the England we know today. So players can expect to fully live the Viking fantasy in a meticulously crafted journey in an Assassin's Creed world.
All right, so let's get a little bit more into this. There was a lot to take in that clip that we saw. I saw Viking longships. I saw some very mean-looking axes. Previously, we saw a hidden blade. So let's talk about some of the key new features that you're bringing to the table with Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah, so our hero, Eivor, is a Viking raider who's going to leave the snowy mountains of Norway for the lush rolling hills of England, propelled by the goal of settling their people and growing a thriving settlement. Now, England at this time is a hostile place. So to succeed, players will go raiding using their longships and raiding party. They'll assault giant fortifications in epic battles. They'll have to gain alliances with kings and legendary Vikings, and they'll be faced with some very harsh choices as the leader of a community. Along with that, where we've reinvented combat to be,
it's gonna be so
visceral, brutal, tons of enemy variety, dual-wielding weapons. We have a new, fresh take on player progression, gear, and weapon systems. We're effectively pushing every single envelope to deliver this incredible Viking fantasy.
All of this is just music to my ears. Thank you so much. So this whole show, we've been talking about the Xbox Series X. We're talking about next gen. So as a creative director, as someone creating a huge, epic game, how do you take advantage of this new hardware?
Is it a launch title?
Well, Assassin's Creed has always been committed to new technologies in order to push the most immersive experiences we possibly can. And so to have
I reckon it'll be
something like incredibly fast loading times means that we can remove some of that friction from the immersion and create a game that's much more immersive. Norway and Dark Ages England are breathtaking.
It'll either be a release title for the Xbox Series X, or it'll come out before that. It won't come out after that.
For us, it's
unless it gets
wonderful for our players. And additionally, I'm very happy to confirm that we are also offering smart delivery, which allows you to purchase the game once and play it on your Xbox One and the Xbox Series X.
That is great news, I think, for all the Assassins fans out there. They'll be able to enjoy it on the hardware they have now, maybe on the hardware that they are looking forward to getting later this year. Thank you so much, Ashraf Ismail, for joining us and for sharing the very first details on Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I cannot wait to see more.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure.
So that tells me that it's going to come out before the new consoles.
Yeah, yeah, I think so, yeah.
That'll be good, because then I don't have to choose between playing this and the new Halo. I would choose this probably anyway, but being an Xbox guy, I probably have to play the new Halo.
This game is pre-ordered already. I'm doing it. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, me too.
So excited, so excited.
We have seen so many great games today showcasing gameplay for Xbox Series X. So let's go to Malik right now with Robert Karp from Codemasters to talk Dirt 5.
All right, everyone, just a few minutes ago, you saw the reveal trailer of Dirt 5, and I kind of was left speechless, but I'm going to have to get it together here because we're going to dive even deeper into everything. Right now, we have Robert Karp, who is Dirt 5's development director, in the driver's seat to talk about what's next for the series. Robert, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you, Malik?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Excited to dive into this. Now, Dirt 5, obviously the newest game in the series. Let's start with locations, because kind of the backdrop is kind of important for a racing game. So where are we going to be going in Dirt 5?
So you saw from the trailer, we had New York, then we went to China, and then we went to Norway. We've got lots more environments than that. Each of the environments are bespokely created based on real worlds for the tracks and the event types that we play in there. So for New York, for example, you saw us racing over the East River when it was frozen in winter, but you can play in New York in the summer and spring and autumn. And there you'll be able to race along Roosevelt Island on a couple of different tracks. It gives you a totally different experience. After that, we go to Brazil, we take in the favelas and Chrysler Redeemer. We have tracks in Europe, in Italy, in Arizona. So there's really a really wide range of tracks with a really colorful and wide different color palette that offer really interesting different experiences.
Super cool. I'm excited to see all the different locations as well as how the weather's going to change. I'm personally a New York boy, so I'm excited to race in New York. But it is a racing game after all, so let's talk about some of the cars that we're going to be able to jump into.
We have one of the widest ranges of vehicles that we've had in a dirt game ever before. So you've got the rally cars that you saw some buggies.
I can't stream a racing game, but I still want to check it out.
Which are really cool.
I haven't played enough racing games lately.
They go around ovals.
I like racing games. I just
Interesting for sure.
Each of their wheels is like different
put them
size.
aside when
The
I'm
front
streaming.
one at the left, the smallest. The back one at the right, the biggest. They've got 900 horsepower, and you just basically drift all the way around the oval, kicking up big plumes of smoke, which is really fun.
Oh, that's super cool. Of course, everyone's going to be excited for more, right? More cars, more different types of vehicles. That's pretty cool. Now let's talk about the experience when the players jump into the game. What are some things that veteran dirt franchise players are going to notice, and what are some things that they're going to notice for the first time ever?
So I think jumping into the career, they're going to notice the kind of agency or the choice of the different events. But some of the new things that are due to the franchise, and one of the ones I'm most excited about, is 4-player split screen. So in career or in arcade mode, where you can pick your event type and your vehicle type and your time of day, how quickly the time changes and what the weather's going to change, you can play that with your friends. So on launch day, when you get your Xbox Series X home, you boot it up, you invite a few friends over, you can all race together.
That's super exciting. 4-player split screen, something that we always want to see because it's always good to have your friends around and play some games on the couch. So that's pretty cool. Now let's shift gears a bit into the career mode. Obviously, the Dirt franchise is known for the career mode and taking you through a bunch of different races. Can you talk a bit about the story there? And I hear Little Birdie has told me that there's a very dynamic duo in the voiceover booth. Let's talk about that as well.
There is a dynamic duo. So one of the things that I really enjoy about the career is the real world sponsors. So as you race, you'll sign up to real world sponsors who'll give you rewards and pay you to race for them. And talking you through that will be your mentor. He'll help guide you, give you tips and hints, and that's voiced by Troy Baker.
Greetings from the booth,
Troy Baker.
And there's really only one person.
Good voice actor.
Yeah, but I thought they were going to maybe get someone from like the actual racing industry.
Thrilled to be working with Codemasters on this.
Oh, no, North, okay.
Yeah, they're the two biggest names in voice acting, but
also you're going to see
they really are. But you're right. Yeah, racing game. It's a bit odd,
so
isn't
race,
it?
You'll have to beat him if you want to win the career.
That's super exciting.
Oh, so he's playing a character, but the other guy was playing like your navigator. You know, the guy in your
are going to be happy
like
about
your
having
co-pilot.
Baker and Nolan North in the same video game. So that's going to be pretty exciting. Now, again, we're super happy that Dirt 5 is part of the reveal of the first gameplay for Xbox Series X. So let's talk about some of the things that we're going to see that are specific to Xbox Series X.
So Dirt 5, you'll be able to play at 4K at 60 FPS, but there'll also be an option for 120 Hz mode. So, gamers know frame rate counts. 120 Hz in racing, that's where the action's at. On top of that, Dirt 5 will leverage the smart delivery technology. So you buy the game on Xbox One, you can play it on Xbox Series X as soon as you get the new console. You buy it on Xbox Series X and you go over, you have an Xbox One in your house or in another room and you want to play in there, you can play Xbox One, so you'll always be playing the best version. And lastly is the fast loading. So that means that you get into the game almost instantaneously.
I want to hear more about that.
On the console. No more waiting. You're in there, you're racing straight away.
I love everything that you just said there. You buy the game, you get the best version for the platform that you own. You get in the game, loading times are a thing that everyone hates, so minimizing that is fantastic. And then you get to choose between 4K 60 and 120 frames per second. So that is pretty cool. Again, Robert, thank you so much for stopping by. I got to say that I probably speak for everyone watching when I say that we're super excited to see Dirt 5 on Xbox Series X coming up this year. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we've already seen so many games so far, but the train's going to keep rolling, so we're going to throw it over to Katarina, who's with the Bluebird team, to talk about Medium.
I was going to say, Okay, so they're doing the trailers and now they're going for a bit of a deeper dive in some of the games.
To keep us guessing and our hearts racing.
So this was that psychological
Here to tell
horror.
us more about the game is Jack, game producer from the Bloober team. Thank you so much for joining us, Jack.
Hi, hello.
Can you tell us more about this game and the Bloober's team approach to the psychological horror genre?
In our first psychological horror, the Layers of Fear, it was the main topic was
Layers of Fear.
Yes.
And the Blair Witch game that came out last year.
Or you want to sacrifice yourself for your passion, to fulfill yourself. The second our game, it was Observer.
Yeah,
and
Observer.
Then the main topic, it was if I'm still human, if my mind maybe is digitalized, or
Fear
if I
and
have robotic
I think Blair
parts,
Witch.
where is the line? You know, like in the body horror stuff.
Blair Witch was awesome.
And in the
I still need to play Layers of Fear.
Layers of Fear one I used to call the cupboard opening simulator.
Everyone loves, but in the main topic, in the psychological horror stuff, it was PTSD.
Good game though.
So for the medium, we have like two
Blair
worlds
Witch
in our
is on
game.
Game Pass, isn't it?
Spirit world, we play as a medium that can see this both realities. So we can think like somebody can be a really good guy.
Oh, the characters are medium,
maybe inside it's not. And when you play as a medium, you have a really unique perspective to find out.
This is going to be good.
What's inside of other people and on all what happens in different places.
For the medium, we heard that you teamed up with
legendary
music composer Akira Yamaoka.
I wonder why Discord's doing that.
Can you tell us more about that partnership and how that influenced the game?
Yeah, he's the best now, of course, for composing the music for Silent Hill series. And what was most important for us, it was his work on Silent Hill 2, because Silent Hill 2, for most of our team, is the best horror game ever, and it's one of our main references when we think about atmosphere in the medium, because in one way, his music is heavy, disturbing, oppressive, and in another way, it
Stop
can be
fiddling with your camera, Crazy. You're gone again. There you are. You're back.
And to pump it up more, we cooperate Akira with our composer Arkadiusz Rejkowski that create our other scores for our other games, and mix these two approaches together to fill up our two worlds and our different points of view. So it was really, it was really great fun.
This game is really characterized by those two worlds. Can you talk to us more about the story and these two worlds and how the players can look forward to that?
Yeah, so you play as a Marianne, and she's a medium, and like she can cope with this, that she goes, or that she can see the spirit world, the second world, but she's like haunted by really one specific vision that she tried to solve. And she has some kind of a hint that the answers can be in abandoned communist vacation resort. It's like an old hotel. So she go there, and then she need to, find out how the vision is connected with this place and what dark mystery is there. And there, two worlds came up because our real world and our real world setting it's Poland, late 80s, Krakow. Krakow is a very important city for Poland history. It was a city of kings. And it's, of course, city of Bloober. We have company here, we live here, we love the city. And, it's a free Poland in that time. But because in the 80s and before, we live under the regime, communist regime, and there was no free of speech. Everything was censored. And when you play as a medium, you have this unique opportunity to see even further the normal people, because you see the spirit world. And spirit world is like dark mirror of our world, like when all your anger, urges, secrets are reflected there. So it's also hostile world in some way. So only medium can solve some puzzles, some mysteries.
I can see why they did this, but it's sort of a flat spot for me now in the show. Whereas it was so hype with game.
Can really take advantage of some very
after the fact, not during the middle of
the
show.
What are some of the Xbox Series X features that the Bloober team has harnessed to make sure that you can deliver this epic next-gen title with the medium?
I love the ghost plushie in the background there.
It's the horsepower is the hardware.
I didn't even notice.
So
the Destiny 2
having that
ghost.
powerful stuff as a foundation for our game, it's awesome, because we spent a lot of years to thinking about this game, how we can fulfill our dreams about it, but we have a problem with the platform. Everything we thought it's too weak to fulfill our vision. But then Xbox Series X came up, And we thought, yeah, this is perfect match for us. And now a lot of doors were open for us to be like creative and do the game as we want it. And like the second most important stuff is the seamless gameplay, like, you know, steady FPS and no loading screens, because, you know, you have like immersive horror cinematic experience.
They make good games.
And you have
agree
two
with
worlds.
that.
You can travel between them. You can travel between them. You can travel between the
Graphics are
levels.
beautiful.
And the
It's a really good scene,
and
really
not
good
having
lighting,
any, you know, loading
really good
screens
audio,
and any
obviously with the
FPS
Silent Hill
drops.
guy.
It's like awesome. And of course, we use Xbox Series X in different ways.
It looks like they're growing this
in many
studio,
different
because
ways.
Layers
but
of Fear
I
1
will
was very,
learn
very
this
low
maybe
budget,
more
and it's
for
sort of
the
just
future, so
improved.
guys.
Blair Witch hopefully brought them in a lot of
mysterious.
a lot of money to their studio.
I think I
hopefully.
speak for all the fans when
So I think it
I
did
say that
well.
I'm super excited to play the medium when it launches on the Xbox Series X. Thank you so much for joining us today, Jack.
Also, thank you very much.
Yeah, no, I definitely want
I
to
want
play
to give a
it.
special thank you to all
Yeah,
of
no,
our
I'm with you on that,
developers from
definitely.
around the
I'd like to
world
play
who
it.
pulled out all the stops to share this first look at Xbox Series X gameplay with all of you.
Surely
today.
they're going to end the show
It's
with
also
something
great to see
big.
how many
Something big
developers are
still to
taking
come,
advantage
hopefully,
and
guys.
leveraging things like smart delivery, really putting our fans first. And of course, we're doing that with all of our Xbox Game Studios titles.
Ooh,
and
Sea
as
of
I
Thieves
said,
there.
we're not taking the summer off. Today is just the beginning. It's time to get hyped because in July, it's Xbox Game Studios world premieres, reveals, lots of
In
news.
July, not
Calendars,
June,
we'll see
okay.
you there.
July,
Something's coming in
okay.
June as well, though, so I wonder what they're going to do in June. I reckon it'll be more about the hardware. Is that going to be it?
Potentially. I think that's it. I think
All
that's
right.
it. Wow. So,
All right, Crazy Hazy.
that was good. That
Wow.
was good.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Okay. I am first off the bat. I'm not happy with the ending. I'm not happy with the ending. I'm going to get the negative out of the way early, and then we're going to talk about some hype, because not happy with the sort of hype. They went up, and then a little bit down, and then end. What do you think about the ending?
I think you're right. The hype was real at the beginning. Such a barrage of games, which was amazing. Got me really into it. Got me really thinking about each of the different games. And then I was too busy trying to let's say reflect on the games whilst they were talking about all the stuff, which was interesting. But it felt like it could have been a different kind of pace. And that ending was a bit kind of like, oh, we're done now. Let's end. So I think it was good in terms of the games, but in terms of like leading to the end, it's kind of made me feel like, okay, well, I've seen the games now, want to know more what's going on, and that's kind of how I'm feeling right now.
Oh yeah. I mean, I love the show overall. I really would have liked if they ended with something big, like saved something, even if it was something from the start of the show that they just saved it for the end, just to end. Yeah. But I guess they weren't really hinting at that either. So anyway, overall, really good. Yeah. What are your thoughts on apart from that ending? Your thoughts on the show overall?
So I thought the show was shorter than I expected. I thought it was going to be the full hour. I thought it was going to be a full hour, and I don't know if I was expecting more games. I think I was expecting maybe a little bit more gameplay in terms of what was presented.
Yep.
I think the Assassin's Creed trailer was amazing. We got a little bit more information about that, which was good. Having
well, that leads me to the next question, though, Crazy. What is your favorite moment from the show? Was it Valhalla?
I think it was Valhalla, but I also then, if I'm going to choose, because I was already hyped for Valhalla, but my favorite moment in the show, looking at the list, it has to be that first game. It was the Bright Memory.
Bright Memory.
It looked so good. Like, that trailer had a mixture of gameplay. I know nothing about it, but I want to know more. And that, for me, Assassin's Creed was already hyped for me, but to see a new IP like that with a range of different gameplay, bit fast paced, I'm like, yes, that's the game that I'm coming away with today. Looking more
I think they did really well with that, because there's a couple of games where I can say I not only do I want to know more, I need to know more. And one of those is Second Extinction. Words are hard sometimes.
Yes.
The dinosaur game. There's not enough dinosaurs in games. There really isn't. But I want to know though. What worries me is it looked a little bit like it could be. They could be steering it to the MMO. And as you guys know, I'm not a big MMO fan. I'd prefer a good single player story to that. But either way, it looked cool. But yeah, definitely Bright Memory, the game right off at the start. Boy, the different, it looked like we were in old feudal Japan, and then there's a high-powered machine gun in it, and all sorts of like fancy weapons and stuff like that. Really, really interested. And then he gets into the DeLorean. That was the DeLorean game, wasn't it?
Where did that come from? I was like, what the hell is that?
For a split second, my mind went, a Back to the Future game? What? Am I the only one who thought that?
Yeah, no, I definitely thought that. I thought, what the hell is going on here? Definitely some sort of time travel going on there. That was definitely present. But the fact that they had like a first-person shooter with a bit of kind of fighting a night style, and then going into a driving game. There's a lot going on there and lots of interesting stuff happening.
If I had to pick my best or favorite moment of the show, it is either that first trailer or Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Although I don't feel like it hyped the game, and this is not a bad thing for it. It didn't really hype the game any more than what the trailer we got the other day did. You know what I mean? I don't know a lot more about it, and it sort of was more what I would expect anyway. And that's not a bad thing, because I am as hyped for that game as just about any game that's going to come out for the rest of this year, including Cyberpunk 2077. Okay.
In terms of Assassin's Creed, what I would have hoped is they do this kind of gameplay demo for like a 5 to 10 minute period.
Yeah, where they actually have someone come in and maybe play and talk about the gameplay,
but
like
that might be
mechanics,
for a different show, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, they can't do it all right now. We've still got.
No.
Yeah, I would have. I mean, I want release dates as well. Release dates would be nice.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I already answered the next question, but my most anticipated game from the show is definitely Assassin's Creed, but it's probably because we know more about that. We know what to expect from it. There's a few other games, like I said, that I want to know more about. But what's your most anticipated game? I have a feeling it'll be the same.
I think it's Assassin's Creed for sure. I think Assassin's Creed is that was the big game for their show, I think, and they presented it in a way. But games that I am, very much looking forward to are Scorn and then the first one. But that Assassin's Creed was my most anticipated. In that.
And what about? I think we sort of already touched on this, but what was the worst moment of the show? What was your least favorite thing in the show?
I think I think this is definitely a personal point of view and an opinion-based thing, but I'm not a huge fan of sports-based games. So Madden for me was it put me off a little bit. That's my opinion. That's my personal opinion. I know other people love those kinds of games, but for me,
it can't be for everybody.
Exactly.
But that's part of the show.
My lull moment
for some people, and
exactly.
I don't think a lot of hardcore sports fans, sports game fans, were probably tuning in. But for the ones that did, they needed something, and that's good on them. I think the next gen sports games in general are going to look super cool on the next generation.
Yeah, no, I agree. I totally agree. And they presented it in a good way.
I thought it was really strange. I was on such a high with Bright Memory, and then they went. The second game on the show was Dirt. Now, I do like my racing games and I do like playing them, but I just thought that it was sort of a really strange one to go to second. Not that I'd know where you would put it in, to be honest. But after having another deeper look into it, which was a bit of a lull in the show, but it's still, as far as racing games and rally games go, it looks pretty cool. And everyone likes Dirt 4. So probably those two, the Madden and the rally, were sort of the lower moments in the show for me. But I think I would have been hyped for a Forza. Obviously, they didn't do a Forza because this was third-party games only. But even like a Forza, which I love, it has this feeling of inevitability about it. Like, I already know what we're going to get. I already know, okay, Dirt 5's coming. We already know it's going to look cool. We know what it's about. I wanted to see stuff that we don't know. That's probably the only reason I'm criticizing it. Like, same with the Madden. We know. Every year there's a new Madden game. There's nothing exciting about a new Madden game coming out every year. Okay, and let's go over our predictions that we did earlier in the show and see if any of us got any right.
Well,
we're going to start with you, Crazy. You got a big 0, buddy.
Yeah, I did. I got 0 out of 3
points
there.
Points for effort and creativity and thought that you put into it, but you got a big 0. What do you think?
Yeah, I did. That's very true. But I'm happy to see, you know, I was really happy to see some new IPs, see some sequels for some games, and actually see some really interesting gameplay. And there was a whole range of stuff. So I came in with kind of I think, you know, we talked about it, our own kind of hopes. But to see some really interesting games and go, these are going to be released, I'm like, actually, there's some games there I want to check out. So I feel I'm no way disappointed. I feel really really excited about the games that they presented, and I'll check them out for sure. So I'm big fat zero, but very happy with the show as in terms of the games presented. There are a few in there I'm definitely going to check out.
Okay, and if I go to look at my predictions, just to close on yours, so there was no Golem game shown, and no new Batman game, which everyone would have loved, and no Harry Potter game. Now for me, I predicted that we were going to get something big from Bethesda. I don't think they were there at all. In fact, they weren't. I also predicted that one of the big games would get announced as releasing straight onto Game Pass. Unless I missed it, I don't think that happened. But I very, very, very more than got my second prediction. I predicted that at least 3 new game reveals. There was, let me count these. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to count Madden. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 games that I didn't know about. I'm not sure if they were all. I mean, I saw the words world premiere quite a few times. So I think I get a big tick on that one.
You do, absolutely, definitely.
Okay, excellent. Now, guys, if you're watching on Twitch, please stay around. We're going to stay with Hazy a little bit. And discuss this further and get you guys involved in the chat on Twitch. For those of you on YouTube watching this later, thank you so much for watching. Please give us a thumbs up, post a comment, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, come over to Twitch and say good day. We've got an amazing community over here that I'm about to have a really good chat with. So thanks again, guys, and I'll catch you all next time. Thank you.